So, what am I going to be reading over the next 3 months? Well, it turns out I am very spoilt for choice. What's up guys, welcome back to Unlimited Reads. My name is Chris and today I'll be sharing with you everything I plan on reading over our Aussie winter months, that being June, July and August. Now if recent history is anything to go by, sometimes plans can go astray, and I'm not going to be surprised if a fork in the road opens up throughout the 3 months and I go off on a random tangent, but I guess spontaneity is a good thing, isn't it? So there's a bit of a list here. Now, this is going to be everything I want to read over technically 2 months, because there's plenty of opportunities here and possibilities, but June is already booked out with the reading project that I'm participating in, June on the Range. I might be able to squeeze in 1 or 2 titles when I'm doing the project at the same time, but I reckon July and August are going to be a little bit hectic because I do want to get through quite a bit. Now I'm not going to bring up all the books in the fancy way I normally do with my fancy animated book posters. I'll probably just flash them on the screen because I don't have time to spend on creating those, because I do have a fair bit to get through and I have a few more videos to film today. But without further ado, let's get into it. And obviously June, as I said, is June on the Range. If you haven't checked out my TBR video, it is up on the channel and it goes through everything I plan on reading for the month of June, and it is a really good lineup, so by all means take a look at that. Okay, now first on the list, first two books on the list that I want to read in July and August are 2 Jack Reacher books, because I do want to continue the Jack Reacher reread project. I have been enjoying that. I have been tied up with Horror Mayhem, otherwise I would have read 1 or 2 of them in May, but I'm certainly prioritizing 2 of these titles, and they are Tripwire and The Visitor. I'm doing them in order, but I may change the order a little bit, particularly when Jack Reacher Season 2 comes out on Amazon Prime, which is based on the novel Bad Luck and Trouble, which is a fair way up the list in the series. So I do want to get back into the Jack Reacher reread project, and I'm looking forward to those, and they'll be prioritized because I do want to continue to deliver that content to you. The next one I have on the list is The Ninth Step by Mark Dawson. This is the next installment in the John Milton series, which I'm enjoying a lot. The previous book, Headhunters, was fantastic, and I really enjoy reading about John Milton. He is a fantastic character, so I would like to make room for that one. I'd also really like to read Mystery Walk by Robert R. McCammon. I've gone through a few of his books so far and can't wait to read this one. And I do really like doing the reviews because Robert R. McCammon himself watches those videos and uploads them or links them to his Facebook page, which is very humbling. It's nice to know that the author's books that you're reviewing are getting their attention. So if Robert's watching, thank you so much, Robert. It means a lot to me. Next, I want to read Countdown by James Patterson. This is just a basic thriller, which is low commitment. Don't have to really think much about these ones. They read very quickly, and I bought that a little while ago and just want to get it read because it sounds really good. Okay, next on the list we have Flashpoint by Don Bentley, which I showed in the previous video with my book haul. Really looking forward to that one. I'll be starting that very soon. The next one I'm looking forward to is Obsessed by James Patterson. This is the next Michael Bennett, Detective Michael Bennett thriller, which I showed off in my Most Anticipated Books updated version not too long ago. I really enjoy that series and can't wait to get stuck in. Another one is Private Rome, which is another brilliant series from James Patterson about Jack Morgan, who runs the private detective agencies, and he has agencies all over the world, and this one obviously is set in Rome and can't wait to get stuck in when that is released. The next book I've chosen is A Brick, and I did promise a reading vlog for this one late last year, and that will be Shogun by James Clavell, a very famous book all about feudal Japan, and yeah, can't wait to get stuck into that one. Another really good horror title that I'm itching to read as well is The Book of Accidents by Chuck Wendig. I have talked about that one in my last in a few videos ago, and just can't wait to read that one as well. It just sounds really good. Another one is Dark Mode by an Australian author, which seems really good. It looks like a really good psychological crime thriller, which I'm itching to read as well. The next one is Flowers in the Attic by Virginia Andrews. I can't wait to take a look at that one. I've never read the book before, but I did enjoy watching the TV miniseries from about, what was it, 1988, I think it came out, and it's meant to be scary as well, so it's classed as a horror book. So interesting to see. I'll be interested to see how the book compares with the adaptation. Next, we've got the Ipcress file by Len Deighton, the book I showed in the last book haul video as well. I would like to make time for that. Another one I would like to read is You Are Dead by Peter James, continuing the Detective Roy Gray series, which I've really enjoyed, but haven't read one in a little while, and I'm really looking forward to getting back into the series because he is a very good character. There is a really good plot thread that filters through all the books, which is very interesting, and can't wait to see what crime he solves next. It is a really good series, and it's been a long time between books, and can't wait to read one of those. Now, the last three books that I would like to read are Mr. Mercedes, Finders Keepers, and End of Watch, the Bill Hodges trilogy by Stephen King. I have Mr. Mercedes. I don't own Finders Keepers or End of Watch. I would like to read these three back to back if it's at all possible during winter, because the latest book by Stephen King, Holly, comes out, and I want to get to know the character before I read the new book, because I have come across Holly in The Outsider, which is a book that Mr. King put out some years ago, and obviously I just want to brush up on what kind of character she is, so then I can just go out and buy Holly and dive in, because it's getting really good reviews and things like that. And obviously it's not his usual type of book. It'll be a bit different, and with Stephen King, I'll read everything he puts out, even if you know, his shopping list, I'll read it. But yeah, so that is my list for winter. It is a big list, but there are lots of possibilities, and all of them I'm itching to read, so it's going to be really hard to make the choices, but it's going to be very interesting when I eventually wrap up winter in September and talk about it and choose a book of the season. So it's a hell of a lineup, guys, and as I said, I'm definitely spoilt for choice and can't wait to dive in. But obviously in the immediate future, it's all about June on the Range, which I'm really excited about. I'll be doing my first update video for the project this week, so watch for that, along with other videos that are coming out very quickly. As I said in my last book haul video, it is going to be a bit of a bottleneck and high traffic, which is cool, until things settle down, and then in June it'll just be update videos on the June on the Range project, and a couple of different book reviews sprinkled in for good measure. So lots of things are on the way. So thank you very much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Offer up any comments below. I'll always respond to those. But until the next video, guys, which won't be too far away, I'll see you later.